Hello all and welcome to another video where today I'll be taking you through everything you should know if you're progressing from your AAT Level 3 qualification onto Level 4. So the first thing to understand is the structure. So Level 4 consists of 5 exams. 3 mandatory, which are drafting and interpreting financial statements, applied management accounting and internal accounting systems and controls. Now, drafting and interpreting financial statements, also known as DAFE, is a continuation of what you've learned in financial accounting preparing financial statements, aka FAPs, but this time it will be focused on limited companies. Applied management accounting, also known as AMAC, is a continuation of what you've learned in management accounting techniques, aka MATs. It is worth noting that there are no spreadsheets involved in AMAC, so in terms of spreadsheets, if you completed your level 3, you're now finished with those. The last mandatory unit, internal accounting systems and controls, also known as INAC, is a continuation of what you've learned in business awareness and is predominantly a written exam. You are also required to complete 2 optional units out of the following: business tax, personal tax, cash and financial management, credit and debt management, or audit and assurance. Now, if you're studying at a college, it may not be possible to choose which 2 you'd like to do because they may have been picked for you because it's just not really feasible to run all 5 classes. However, if you are distance learning or self-studying, then you should be able to pick which 2 you'd like to do. I'm not going to run through exactly what's in each one because that's a video in itself, but if you'd like an overview of what's included, then if you go to the Lifelong Learning portal, you'll be able to access the Level 4 qualification specification, and this details what's included in each unit, what it's about and what you'll learn. The only other thing to note is that for the tax units, the Finance Act does often change with each year, and that change comes partway through January. So be careful with the timing of sitting these exams because you don't want to end up studying on one Finance Act and by the time it comes to sitting the exam, it may have changed the next Finance Act because the tax limits may change alongside that. So now that we've looked at the structure, let's look at some key facts that I think you should be aware of. First of all, you can do them in any order. So it's actually possible to do the optional units first if you wish to do so, although I personally wouldn't recommend it. I also wouldn't recommend doing INAC first because I think it's good to get used to some of the level 4 written elements, which you'll be able to practice in the other units, rather than jumping straight into INAC, where it's predominantly written, but that is purely personal preference and not something you need to follow. This leads me into my next point, which is that every level 4 exam will contain written elements. Even the optionals will contain written elements. So getting comfortable with writing is a must. What that does mean, however, is that you can wave goodbye to your instant results because all level 4 exams take between 5 and 6 weeks to come through. If you ever want to work out your results date, all you need to do is go to the Thursday on the week you sat the exam and then go 5 weeks ahead of that, and that will be your results day. Now, the other thing you could do is just check the AAT calendar that they put together, and I'll put a link to that in the description of this video. Now, the question I get asked most about going from level 3 to level 4 is how much harder is it than level 3? Well, obviously this is going to vary for each person, but what I would say is that in terms of pure technical difficulty, the step up from level 2 to 3 is probably more significant. The difficulty from level 3 to 4 is more around volume. There is a notable step up in the amount of knowledge you need to retain at level 4, and therefore being a bit more organised from the start of your learning journey is a key to success. Cramming just before an exam is far more challenging because you'll find that as you go up in level, the mocks are less similar to the actual exam. So where you previously may have spent the weekend before your exam going on an extreme study session, that won't be nearly as effective for level 4. Combine that with the fact that you've got this 5 to 6 week wait for each result, and that really amplifies the need to be well prepared before each exam to avoid resits and falling behind. Overall, the level 4 qualification is absolutely achievable. You just need to go in with the right mindset and keep on top of your studies as you go through rather than trying to play catch up. So that does bring me to the end of this video. If you do have any questions, drop them in the comments below. And if you found this video useful, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more AAT content. Thanks again for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.